Hello and welcome back to TBE. I'm Ryan.
I'm George.
And you may have noticed that we've been off air for a little while.
Yeah.
I apologise for that. There's several reasons for it, the main being that I pissed off on holiday for a
Yeah,
while.
he left me alone.
Yeah. I've
Sad
heard
for
right.
me. But to keep me company, Angry Birds 2 came out, and I've recently done a video which you can check out on the channel. It's the first official sequel to Angry Birds for like 6 years.
Yeah, despite having about a billion other spin-offs.
Yeah, they've had all the Star Wars ones, the ones in Rio, the seasons. But this is the first. It's Angry Birds 2, no subtitle, and I will say it is a really nice, really well-made sequel.
Yeah, see, I'd heard mixed things about it whilst I've been away and sort of checking Twitter sporadically. But I heard that in-app purchases have kind of ruined it. But is that just people moaning?
I think it. Yeah, personally, I think it is because like since the first Angry Birds, like the first Angry Birds was one of the breakthrough mobile games. I think we'd be fools to not say it really did set the tone for mobile gaming.
Yeah, definitely.
But then they went from buying a simple game for 69p to free games which had in-app purchases. So what they've done with 2 is they've given us a life system, which you have 5 lives, and they obviously replenish over time. But they also have like a gem system which you can use to buy. You can unlock all the birds for free. You can unlock. I think you use the gems to buy power-ups and to buy lives. When you run out of lives. I mean, you can also use gems to revive at the end of a level if you fail it, but you can just say no and then just lose a life and play again, which I think is actually cheaper.
The core mechanics of the game is still pretty much the same, still flinging Angry Birds.
Yeah, all slingshot, building with pigs in it, fling the birds at the pigs. Like there's very little. There's no gravity like they did in space. There's no. I mean, I've recently got to a level where there's a fan which you can obviously fling at the fan and it flies up. That sort of thing.
So there's a couple of sort of physics-based kind of stuff in there.
The art style, they've really nailed it with the art style. In my opinion, the original Angry Birds, you were playing a comic essentially. Mm-hmm. If you were playing a different medium. You were playing a comic in the first one. This one, you are playing an animation. You are playing a movie. You're playing a cartoon, if that, because they've stuck with the art style that they've got from their newer animations and stuff, and it looks really good. The depth is excellent. Like when you knock a certain pig in a certain way, it will fly at you. Like bits of the building and stuff will fly towards the camera, and when you click fast forward, it has this really nice VHS animation.
Okay,
which like and like the music it's really nice. And like right to the score screen, the 3-star score screen, you can see them. They're very alive. It's really nice, nicely made. I'm really enjoying it at the moment. It's like it's overtaken Hearthstone as one of my top games.
Wow, that's big news. Now, when it comes to new gameplay mechanics and that sort of thing, most of the time it comes to indie developers to have that kind of creativity.
It does.
And so a new indie developer is releasing a new game called The Flock, which has some pretty unique gameplay mechanics, which in the end may infuriate some, because you have a certain amount of lives for everybody who plays it, and at the end of it, it just shuts off.
Interesting.
So basically everyone starts it as the Flock. So they all play as monsters. They're more sort of agile, and they're kind of almost like weeping angels out of Doctor Who in a way. Like if you stand completely still, you turn to stone and you can't be seen and that sort of thing. But you're all basically after what's called the light artifact. Once you grab the light artifact, then you become kind of more human. So you're more you're basically more vulnerable to being attacked. You're slower, and then all the monsters will come after you. But yeah, once all your lives are gone, then that's it for everybody.
That's weird. So there's just one set of life for everyone.
Yeah. So it's just one set of life, and then that's it. But it's
cool. So is that PC or is that?
So it's just PC for the time being.
Yeah, a lot of indie developers tend to sort of either go mobile or PC, just because I think they're easier to get into in terms of indie. I mean, consoles are getting easier by the day, but I think still the roots lie in those two areas.
Yeah, I mean, especially with the launch of Windows 10 as well. I mean, that's what Microsoft are saying, that of course it makes it a lot easier for developers to port between PC and Xbox. And in fact, the head of Xbox, Phil Spencer, said just earlier this week that he's working on Windows 10 to Xbox streaming. It already works the opposite way. You can stream Xbox games to Windows 10, but Windows 10 to Xbox.
That would be nice. That would be nice.
Yeah,
I mean,
so,
Windows Xbox has also recently said they've revealed a keyboard and mouse peripheral.
Yeah. So again, that's
gonna be good. PlayStation have also done the same thing.
Yeah.
So they're both going in that very.
Yeah, they're bringing out their own peripheral, I think, currently, rather than just adding support for any one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's very different. But Microsoft know what they're doing when it comes to keyboard and mouse.
Yeah, when it comes to Windows and desktop PC and stuff, they certainly.
I mean, speaking of sort of indie companies and indie things, Ouya, the infamous Kickstarter campaign, which you picked up one, didn't you?
Yeah, I did, and I have no regrets for it. There was quite a cool few games which launched on that. I think it was what was the big one which recently came to PS4? Actually, I think it was Towerful, something like that. There were some really good like little indie gems on there, but yeah.
Ouya have recently been bought though. They've been bought by the peripheral giant Razer. Razer, obviously, if you're into any sort of esport, whether it's League of Legends or Dota or any of the PC esports, or you'll know who Razer are. They're huge, like hardware company, and they bought Ouya. Whether they want to get into the indie game scene, do you reckon?
Well, the thing is, they are big in the cloud now as well. I mean, Razer have gone strength to strength. They have gone past their just peripheral days, and they have become this huge entity in themselves.
Are we going to see a revival of OnLive, maybe?
Well, they do have that is why they have bought you guys. They have a cloud streaming service of their own. So yeah, I mean, it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Razer. I'm interested to see where they go.
Yeah.
Speaking of esports, this is a very good segued episode again.
Yeah,
speaking of esports, I promise one week we will have an episode where I do not talk about it. But this week is one of the ones where I have to. Hearthstone has another expansion coming in the coming weeks. The pre-order is available now. It is the Grand Tournament, which is a whole new card pack. It's a bit like Goblins vs. Gnomes. Instead of being a solo adventure like BlackRock, it is a pack-based game, pack-based expansion. But one of the really interesting things is they've added a whole new mechanic to the game.
Okay.
Like a whole new mechanic, which is going to change the meta game completely, which is Inspire. So cards will now come with text that says Inspire, : and then what it does.
Right, okay.
And every time you use your hero ability, the Inspire triggers.
Right, okay.
So
it's like an extra hero ability.
Kind of, yeah. I mean, there's actually one card which makes your hero ability better. That's literally its battle cry. Makes your hero ability better, and it just doubles your hero ability. But like, so for example, a really basic example is Inspire, Inspire +1 attack. That's it, right? So you play this card, then you use your hero ability, and then that minion gets +1 attack every time you use your hero ability. There's one where you can use your hero ability as many times as you want. It's free. It costs one less. They've really pushed the whole hero.
Like, so it's like mods for your hero.
Yeah, as opposed to mods for the cards. It's really exciting. It's available now for pre-order. I think it's £39.99 for 50 packs and a card back. Personally, I don't see the value in those cards because they're virtual cards. But if you want to get them. You get the card back. You can't get the card back any other way. It's
interesting how fast Blizzard are moving with Hearthstone.
Yeah,
it's huge. Really impressive. And the community uptake and sort of, because at its core, it's like a really simple game. But I suppose that's maybe why it is so addictive.
I mean, I was reading in the paper. There are actors playing it. There are also it's getting. I don't want to say as big as WoW, but I think as WoW sort of becomes their sort of almost like a legacy product. It's still huge, but more people are obviously talking about Hearthstone, talking about Diablo and Overwatch and stuff like that. And WoW's kind of just that thing they keep because it makes them a lot of money.
Well, you mentioned Diablo there. We can drop another segue in because of BlizzCon is coming up soon, and I think we're overdue for a new Diablo expansion.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting because obviously we've got Gamescom and then we got BlizzCon. BlizzCon obviously being the big one where they like to announce new games. The thing is, we've still got Legacy of the Void to come, which is the last chapter of the StarCraft 2 story. We've still got Overwatch to come. I think they may hint at a Diablo expansion. I don't think we'll see one for a while yet.
No.
And another thing with Diablo 3 is due one more expansion, I think. Because with their previous Diablo games, they did 2 expansions each, and then they went on to the next one. So whether they'll go Diablo 4, whether Diablo 3 is the last chapter, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean...
Because, I mean, in Diablo 3 Part 1, spoiler alert, you kill Diablo.
Yeah, well, I mean, you do that in every one. It still manages to come
back.
But
like, in the second chapter, you're against the Reaper of Souls. So I don't know.
I know what you mean. It seems a little bit more closed than the last. And obviously, a trilogy is usually a good thing to end that.
I mean, that's what they're doing with StarCraft 2, is Wings of Liberty, Heart of the Swarm, and Legacy of the Void. And obviously with Heroes of the Storm coming, they've obviously got that as a new sort of area for them to be concentrating on. I don't know. We'll see what happens at BlizzCon.
Yep. Well, instead of just new games, Rare have decided to release all of their old games under Rare Replay, which I've managed to get a few days early. So, yeah, if you need proof,
boom!
There it is. So I've only played a few of the games that have all been kind of, obviously, not remastered as such, but upgraded to HD. They still have their like classic feel.
Banjo-Kazooie, Viva Pinata. I'm looking forward to playing Viva Pinata. Yeah.
Really, Viva Pinata? Of all the games on there?
I like Viva Pinata!
Okay, well, I'm not going to judge you on that. But you can expect a lot of footage going up on the channel from Rare Replay. We're going to do some of the specific challenges in there. I think they call them snapshots. I'm going to go through some of those. We'll take a look at some of the classics that a lot of people will remember.
Banjo.
Banjo is one of them. We've also been requested to show you the new Conquer. So we will go through that. Bad Fur Day. And
it looks exciting. I'm excited.
It is. I mean, what I love about Rare is that they are kings of new gameplay mechanics, of humor, of just variety. There is something for everyone on there.
I mean, there's games from what, 83 to like 2000 something, 2008.
Yeah, from 83 to all the way through to 2008.
Got it right.
That was pretty impressive. Yeah, and of course they're a good British developer. So TBE, you know.
The British experience.
Well, I think that's everything from us. So until next time. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and comment on everything that we spoke about in this episode.
Yep.
And hopefully we shall see you next time.
Yes. Ciao.